welcome to another Sunday WOAY ABC4 Community Forum, where we talk to community leaders and local success stories to discuss important information that affects all of us here in Southern West Virginia. I'm your host, Brandy Lawrence. And today we're joined by another distinguished guest. Michelle Rodolini, who is the president and CEO of the Beckley-Raleigh County Chamber of Commerce, joins us this morning. Thanks so much for coming back to the forum.
Thanks for having me, Brandy. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Always a pleasure to have you. So we do have a jam-packed show today, just talking about the Appalachian Festival. You know, you got days and days of events. So can you give us just a brief overview of what the Appalachian Festival is about before we get into the specifics?
Sure. So Southern West Virginia has a really rich culture in Appalachia, and that was developed a lot from our old coal mining history. We have a lot of heritage based on immigrants, migrant workers that came here from Europe, and there are a lot of things that were created and kind of came out of that time period in our history. And this festival is a time when we celebrate those things. So it's things like the fact that the Golden Delicious Apple was created here, and also pepperoni rolls, and just things that are very true to West Virginia that some people don't understand where that came from. And so we have a 9-day long, 10-day long festival where we celebrate those things with lots of activities for families and children and visitors every day.
Well, we got a whole, jam-packed, week of things to do this summer. So I guess we can go and get started with some of the events. And one of my favorites is the Honey Festival. I think that's what's going to kick off the festival?
Yeah, so on Saturday, August 19th, there are several events that kick off the festival. The Honey Festival is one, and that will be at New River Park, down by the coal camp and the exhibition coal mine. And there, the families can come out and learn about honey and bees and how honey is made. There'll be vendors and children's activities, so lots going on that day. We also have a concert in the park at Tamarack, and that's from 12 to 3. We're working on the revitalization of our downtown, and we have lots of new businesses downtown, and so we're also going to have some kickoff events downtown so folks can come out and see these great new businesses that we have. One is Vinyl Records, and Vinyl Records does something every Saturday, but they're going to do a little extra special on the Saturday of the festival, and it's called Sprouts and Spins. So it's really unique because what they've done is they're bringing the farmers market inside as well as vendors. So there'll be things like jewelry and clothing, but fresh vegetables. And so people can be inside and stay cool if it's a hot day or if it's raining, it doesn't matter. And then they can also check out all the cool things that Vinyl Records offers, which is obviously vinyl records, but also things like cassette tapes and CDs, and just a lot of nostalgic things from previous decades that probably a lot of kids don't even know about anymore. So that's really exciting. And then there's a student paint and sip at Sakura Mankai Cafe, and that's also a new little business that's in downtown Beckley, and that's from 1 to 4. So plenty to do on the kickoff of the festival.
And I feel like it's kind of working great for the Chamber of Commerce too, and the businesses that you all work with, because it's given the people something to do, but it's also highlighting these new businesses in the area and really getting the word out.
Absolutely. That's so true, because what we want to do as a Chamber of Commerce is create a vibrant economy and help businesses thrive. And one way you do that is by creating things that will draw traffic to the business so that people can see what they have to offer, and they'll come back and bring friends.
Wonderful. And, if there are any vendors out there, that are interested in joining you all, maybe selling some things at one of the festivals, are you still open to?
Yes. And there are actually several vendor opportunities. You can call the Chamber of Commerce or visit the AppalachianFestival.net website. But obviously, as I said, the Spins and Sprouts has vendors available, as well as the Honey Festival. We also have a Appalachian specialty show that will be at Crossroads Mall that day from 12 to 7. And then, I don't want to jump too much ahead, but the Makers Market is the end weekend, the 25th and 26th, and there are vendor opportunities there as well. So just give us a call at 304-252-7328, and we can get you signed up.
So are you all, well, since it's community forum, I always love to get the community involved some type of way. So are you all looking for any volunteers or any donations or any way that the people can help you all out?
Absolutely. I mean, volunteers are always needed for, setup and breakdown, but more than anything, we just want folks to come out and enjoy, just have a good time, see what Beckley has to offer. I can't stress enough that everyone always says, well, there's nothing to do in Beckley, or there are no shops downtown, but there are, and a lot of people just don't know because they haven't visited. And so, just encourage you, there's free parking at the Beckley Intermodal Gateway, and come down and check it all out. There's a farmers market every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the Intermodal Gateway. Lots going on. Fridays in the park every Friday this summer, and so we just want people to patronize the events and the businesses so that we can keep it going.
I definitely feel like this is a big event, and it's giving people like ample opportunities to get out there and really see what's going on, over 10 days. So I feel like it would definitely be a great turnout, and I hope that, Community Forum can help out with that, like kind of getting the word out some more. So, and
yeah, absolutely. And then another thing as a Chamber of Commerce that we're doing, we have lots of local restaurants that are making, fresh food, and they're have the ability to be creative. So we kicked off an Appalachian Festival Restaurant Week 3 years ago to give those restaurants an opportunity to showcase what they're able to do. And so we have about 10 to 15, we still have some restaurants adding, that will be offering Appalachian inspired cuisine during the week of Restaurant Week, which kicks off on Sunday and goes through Friday of the Appalachian Festival. So that starts on the 20th and goes through the 25th. And we'll have posters in all the restaurants that are participating. We'll also be running some information in the Register Herald, but it's free, no coupons are necessary. I mean, you just go to the restaurant, no tickets are necessary. Of course, you pay for your meal. Mm-hmm. That part's not free, but you don't have to purchase tickets to participate in Restaurant Week.
That's awesome. And, it's giving light to, more local restaurants and things. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Restaurant Week, some of the restaurants that will be involved is the airport restaurant at the Raleigh County Memorial Airport. They are going to be offering some specialty items, as well as Skyline that is out at Winter Place, the Dish Cafe, and Pasquale's. So several of our local
Fruits of Labor have anything to do
Fruits of Labor will be participating. In the restaurant business, everybody is so it's just really fast paced, and so they're still getting their menus to us.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I know they've been doing a lot in Beckley, and they've been like a real staple. So I figured that they would be involved in some sort of way.
Yeah, but the weekend before the festival starts, we'll have an insert in the newspaper that will list out all the events and show the menus and who's participating in Restaurant Week. So, and folks can also visit the website, AppalachianFestival.net. There's a schedule of events. You can just click on that and you can see what's going on. And we even have some drop downs that give, a lot more details about each event.
Awesome. So if there are any more, restaurant tours that are watching right now, do you need any more for Restaurant Week, or is it kind of set?
No, absolutely. If you have the ability to create a special for the week of Restaurant Week that's Appalachian inspired, reach out to us. We'd love to have you participate. This is really just to showcase the local restaurants in the area and, what they have to offer.
And would it be mostly Beckley or?
We're doing this as a benefit for our Chamber of Commerce members. So if you're a member of the Chamber of Commerce, a restaurant, and you want to participate, please absolutely reach out to us.
Awesome. So all you restaurateurs out there, get the word out and things. And join the Appalachian Festival. So, okay, we got Appalachian Festival, and I wish I had an agenda to talk more about the other events, but it's just so much happening.
Yeah, there is so much happening. I mean, it's so great. So on Thursday, August 24th, the Beckley Concert Association is bringing Grammy Award winner Mark O'Connor to Beckley, and he will be performing along with his wife at the Woodrow Wilson Auditorium, and that show is from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Also, the Fridays in the Park, there will be performers there, and that is on the Friday, August 24th. And then, of course, the big event, the big bookend for the Appalachian Festival is the Makers Market, and that's formerly known as the Arts and Crafts Fair. So that is a festival that's been going on for 58 years in this community. Many people will remember going as a child and getting rock candy or coal art, but so far we have over 75 vendors signed up. It's at the Convention Center at the Armory, and outside are food vendors. So when you pull up, you can smell the funnel cakes cooking and the kettle corn. There'll be barbecue and all kinds of food trucks outside. One other attraction that's right outside is the ironworks. Everyone always loves to come and get the different yard art and things that you can decorate your home. And then inside we'll have so many crafters selling everything from macrame purses to candles to clothing to wreaths to ceramics, silver, hammered jewelry, just lots of good things to come and buy. It's a great opportunity to get gifts for friends and get a start on your Christmas shopping. And that's both Friday and Saturday, August 25th and 26th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
That sounds wonderful. It sounds awesome. So you guys better be there, because I'll be there too and buying things. So we're about to head off to our first break, but before we go, do you mind plugging the phone number and the website?
Yes, if you have any questions at all about the Appalachian Festival, you can call the Chamber of Commerce at 304-252-7328, or you can visit the Appalachian Festival website, which is appalachianfestival.net.
Thank you. And you guys stay tuned. We will be back after the break where I'll speak more with President and CEO Michelle Rodolini about the Appalachian Festival. Welcome back to Sunday's Community Forum. I'm here with President and CEO Michelle Rodolini of the Beckley-Raleigh County Chamber of Commerce, and we're talking about the upcoming Appalachian Festival. So West Virginia is known for its outdoor recreation, getting out in the mountains. Are there going to be any outdoor events or activities going on?
Yes, absolutely. So Active Southern West Virginia is a partner in the Appalachian Festival, and they have lots of community events that go on each week. And so during the Appalachian Festival, they're highlighting a couple of our best assets in Beckley. One is the old Beckley Mill site. For those who have not been there, it is a great thing to see. This is the mill that was created when Beckley was just being developed and built by Alfred Beckley. And so there's a hike to the Beckley Mill with Active Southern West Virginia on August 20th at 5:30 p.m. and everyone will meet in the parking lot at the Ship Rock trailhead, which is over near the soccer complex. Active Southern West Virginia is also offering Refit Beckley on August 21st and 22nd at 6:30, and then they're doing a watershed walk on August 22nd, and that's at 3 o'clock. And the watershed is the Piney Creek watershed, and that's a really beautiful walk as well. So lots of activities to do outside to be active during the week.
Awesome. And that can also give them a little bit of a history lesson too about a lot of the things that go on around. We've heard about the Piney Creek watershed since I was probably in the 5th grade. Somebody always comes out and tells us about it. So that's always been a staple of Beckley. So it's nice to see people going there and seeing what it has to offer.
Yes, Piney Creek is a major tributary to the New River Gorge. So that flows from Beckley right into the New River. So it's really special. We have a lot of folks that work in the community to keep those waters very clean, because we are feeding into the New River, which is our newest national park. So yes, it's always great to go and see how beautiful that Blue Way connection to the New River really is.
Awesome. All right, so we got outdoor recreation, we've got, of course, food, which, West Virginians, we love good food. And then we've got the Honey Festival. So is there anything else that I'm missing? I know it's a jam-packed full of events, but what are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, well, I think one of the biggest attractions of our area is the exhibition coal mine, which is where the Honey Festival is that you are so excited about. And the exhibition coal mine was ranked as one of the nation's top 10 small museums. And it gets tons and tons of visitors every year. And it is a real must-see. If you haven't been to the exhibition coal mine, check it out during the festival because it's so unique, to really go into a coal mine and, see how hard it was back in those days before they had the underground miners and, all the equipment to see what it was like when the miners were actually mining the coal, with their physicality so that's a big attraction. And then also, and that's at New River Park, which is where the coal camp is, but that's also where our youth museum is. And the youth museum has brought in a really great display this summer. It's an animation land exhibit, and it really showcases, it's very interactive and showcases the arts, math, science. If you have children, you've really got to check out our youth museum because I think it's one of the best I've ever visited. When my children were little and anytime we traveled, we always tried to find the youth museum because it was just a great way to spend the day inside in the cool air conditioning. But I tell you, ours ranks with any that I've ever visited. So that is definitely a must-see as well. Tamarack is having concerts, a few days during the festival. They're having one to kick off the first day, which is Saturday the 19th. And this is so much to remember. That's why you have to go to the AppalachianFestival.net website because unless you're at home taking notes. But the Courtyard concert on August 19th at Tamarack is with Alexander Nicole, and that's from 12 to 3. And then on the following weekend, on Saturday, they're going to have a bluegrass festival at Tamarack and lots of different bands. The city of Beckley also brings in 2 or 3 different musicians that will be playing at Fridays in the Park. And then, of course, our Appalachian Makers Market, we will also have live music there. We also have cloggers coming in. The Lincoln County Cloggers will be there. Square dancing and clogging have become so popular now. I think it's being rediscovered, and so it's just great to see these kids perform and to see how good they are at it. So just so much to do for the family, just keeping along that line of the Makers Market. We'll also have face painting for children. There are lots of things for kids to do too. It's more than just a shopping event. And this Makers Market, it really celebrates people who make things by hand. So when you come to the Makers Market, you can be assured that it's not something that was bought on Amazon or eBay and just assembled and called an arts and crafts. I mean, these folks really work all year round to create whatever it is they make, whether it's jewelry or candles or ceramics, woodwork, coal jewelry, beautiful wreaths, floral arrangements. And some of them are even sitting in their booth making them during the festival just because they're trying to keep up with sales. And this is their livelihood. They travel around the country or around the East Coast selling these items. And you just can't find that kind of uniqueness if, when you're on Amazon. You got to come out to the convention center to find the kinds of homemade items that will be offered that day or that weekend, both Friday the 25th and Saturday the 26th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Raleigh County Convention Center.
I really love that. A lot of the festival is really supporting, local vendors and people that are, making things by hand and they're really crafters. Because it's just really special to see people doing this by hand, and it's obviously something that they're passionate about, but also the fact that we're able to come out and support is really awesome and give more of a platform to them.
Absolutely, and I think I just love that it's coming back. Another thing that's made and displayed at the Makers Market is the Appalachian Treasures Quilt Show. And that's really, I kind of saved it to the end because that is really the highlight of this show. The quilts are displayed all along the railing of the armory, which is, the big arena where the basketball games are played. And so to come into that arena and just kind of look up and see those beautiful quilts displayed. And then the winning quilts are hung from the scoreboard and then kind of lowered down. So you can just kind of stand in the middle of all these vendors, all these makers, and then look up and see the quilts. And they're so special. When you go, if you're a visitor to the Makers Market and you would like to go and place a vote on your favorite quilt, they give you white gloves to put on because of course they don't want anyone touching the quilts because they're very specially made. So that's always such a highlight. And I hope that we hope that by having this festival we can inspire our youth to continue to do things like quilting and macrame and crocheting, because those are things that many people grew up with. And like I say, a lot of people don't do that anymore, and they just think that well, if you need a warm blanket, go to Amazon and buy it. But there's something to be said for a warm blanket that was made by hand. So there's definitely an opportunity to find lots of unique items like that for your home at the Makers Market.
Absolutely. And quilting that's a real skill. That's not just, you go just do that. You have to really learn and do that. So it's really awesome that, we're kind of giving these quilt makers the spotlight and really showing hey, this is real, craftsmanship, honestly. And also, I want to get back kind of to the local entertainment and things like that. Well, is it mostly local, or are people coming from all over to entertain, the cloggers and things like that?
Yeah, they're all local. They're all, from Appalachia somewhere. So the cloggers are from Lincoln County, but, that is certainly just a couple of counties away. Mm-hmm. But yeah, all of the music will be, is inspired by our culture and our heritage. There's actually so many bands. I was trying to get them all memorized before coming on the show, but the best thing to do, honestly, is just to go to AppalachianFestival.net and then go to the schedule of events and drop down to the different music, and it describes who the musicians are and what the genre is, and that's really the best way to find out what else going on.
So are the performers set, or do you all need any more? Or can you even fit any more into this jam-packed week?
Yeah, I think that we're all set. The schedule is up and running, and here we are just on the cusp of the festival starting. So what we need now is just for the community to come out and check out all of these events, because these different businesses and event planners have put a lot into this. And, we want the traffic. And you'll also notice Appalachian Festival flags at different locations. So if you see a flag, you will know for sure that, that's going on. And I want to mention that this festival is made possible from our businesses who sponsor the event, and our grant makers, like Visit Southern West Virginia, and the Raleigh County Convention and Visitors Bureau. They provide funding for the festival. We also have Crooks Brothers, who is sponsoring the Restaurant Week. And because of course they are a big supplier for all of our restaurants, and so they want to show the restaurants that they support them. So they've sponsored all of the advertising for the Appalachian Restaurant Week, as well as the Dutch Miller Beckley Auto Mall. So for those that don't know, Dutch Miller just came to Beckley and bought the auto mall, and they want to get really involved in the community and support. So they are also sponsoring Restaurant Week, as well as some other sponsors too. You can find those on the site. Pendleton Community Bank is sponsoring the Appalachian Makers Market Entertainment. WAY is sponsoring Raleigh General Hospital, Sears Monument Company. We have lots of different sponsors. So I encourage you to, if you're in one of those businesses, thank them for helping us to put on this festival.
Oh, wonderful. And I love that, it's a festival, for the community, and it's built by the community. So that's really wonderful that, everybody's coming together to do this. And everybody come out and, enjoy, one of these, one or all of these days, of just celebrating Appalachia. And it's wonderful. All right, and we are winding up on our community forum, but before we go, just one more time, can you plug the phone number and the website?
Yes, so call the Chamber of Commerce, the Beckley-Raleigh County Chamber at 304-252-7328, or visit AppalachianFestival.net. That's really where you will get all the information you need about the Appalachian Festival. And that is kicking off on August 19th.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today and talking about the Appalachian Festival with us. I really hope that we have a wonderful turnout. I'll be there. So at least you got one.
Yes, thank you so much, Brandy.
All right. And thank you all for watching Sunday WOAY Community Forum. Be sure to tune in next week where we speak to another distinguished guest about what's going on here in Southern West Virginia. Have a happy Sunday.